Jess, how are you?
I almost forgot to unmute. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Happy Friday,
Happy Friday,
October 24th,
24th. That is
2025.
accurate.
That means it's exactly 1 week until
Your favorite holiday.
Oh yes, Halloween.
Yes, my kids are very excited. The Amazon packages have started to arrive.
But I heard you were playing Christmas music.
Yes, driving home last night, I don't know why Bailey suddenly felt the need to hear Christmas music. So just now I had a moment of no meeting quiet. I said, well, I won't. Alexa, now she's going to hear me. Play my Spotify, and it started playing Bailey's Christmas music from last night.
Yeah,
I know, Randy.
no tree yet. No tree yet. What's going on? Have you been busy?
Just a little bit. Well, same with you. Yeah, all over the place. Got home yesterday from Paris and immediately drove to Bailey's last volleyball game of the season and probably ever. I don't know if she'll play volleyball in high school. It was sort of like one of those extra sports she wanted to try. And then went from there to softball practice to Target because I had no groceries in the house. Like immediately dropped into mom hurricane zone, but it's good to be home.
Yeah, for sure. So happy Friday, everyone. I'm so glad that you're with us. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to join. Now of Work Digital Meetup number 282, uh,
282.
282, which is great. And thank God we have all the effing AI assistants here. I don't even, sorry.
I
I was going to swear and then I
love
was going to
it.
be like, I don't know what the AI assistants would think if I swore. I wonder what the AI assistants actually think of this thing.
I know.
I wonder if we should talk to them. AI assistant, yo, thank God you're here. But do people like to sign up to bring their AI assistants to the
They
meeting?
probably just have it on for every
Well,
meeting.
they just kind of want to be here and they're too effing busy to join, so they think they have to send their AI assistant to the meeting. Is this like the digital twin?
Yeah.
I guess. So anyway, um, we have kind of a interesting conversation today.
Mm. We already know that it's interesting.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting, but I'm not sure everyone's going to think it's going to be interesting. First of all, do you have any reason, any idea why I chose that song for today?
Everybody in the house tonight. Because you're in your own house, and so am I.
Oh, good. I like your creativity.
I usually assume it comes from your Friday night lights football lineup playlist.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I'm only going to give you one more guess because this is stupid.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's somebody's birthday.
Nope. No reason. Oh, sorry. I don't even mean to laugh at my own joke, but literally, I literally had no idea what to play. So I was like, the first thing that popped up, I'm like,
Zach.
I literally like pushed the button. And I'm like, okay, cool. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bad, bad, bad. So what is new, everyone? Green, yellow, red. How are you? Green, great. Yellow, so-so. Red, not so good.
Mm.
Jesse is green. Hey, tell me why you're green. Tell us why you're green. Also,
Oh my
got to
God.
meet Jess at AI World. Oh my God, I would love to meet Jess at AI World someday. But since Jess and I never travel together anymore,
I know.
yeah, we
I'm
Jess and I
starting I'm
Jess and
starting to
I
feel like you're
we might, oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We might go have a coffee this afternoon. Like just the two
we
of
might.
us. Just the two of us. We might actually go have a coffee
I
together.
kind of like the pressure of that possibility because somebody really needs a deck from me today, so that'll make me go faster.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. Like to think we might
Yeah,
actually get together live,
this
right?
could happen.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like how we live, what, a mile?
Yeah, a few miles apart.
Stupid.
Most people
Stupid.
are surprised, by the way, when they say, "Remind me where you live." I say Minneapolis, and they go, "Oh my gosh, you and Jason both live in Minneapolis." I'm like, "I know, but we're just like never here at the same time."
Can we crash your maybe coffee meetup? No.
Oh, that's what we keep talking about, going out in the wild and taking people with us. We'll do that again soon.
We are having, just so you know, for anyone that's around, um, I'm going to just make this public and state it. This is very dangerous that I'm doing this, actually. I
Oh
can't
no.
even believe I'm doing this. Saturday, the 29th of November. Saturday, the 29th of November, we're
Okay.
having Friendsgiving at my house. Jess Von Bank has been to a Friendsgiving at my house
Yep.
before.
My
Uh,
kids, my kids wanted to move in and stay when we went.
so anyone in Minneapolis on November 29th, you are so, so welcome to come to the Friendsgiving event.
Oh, I love that.
I just found my sushi chef for Friendsgiving event.
Sushi for Thanksgiving. I'm so there.
Yes, we're gonna have turkey rolls.
Oh my gosh.
I'm I'm
Oh,
just kidding. No, but I always wanted to. Oh, John, you are so sweet. How's my mom doing in her new home? Well, let's get
uh-oh.
through the rest of the green, yellow, red first, and
Oh
then let's
no.
let's talk about that. Um, uh, we have a lot of greens. Any
That's
yellows? We have a
good.
few yellows. Chris, yellow. Chris, we have to work on. I wonder. The question. Uh, what else? Green, green. A lot of greens, which is good.
That's good.
Tired. It's been an insane fall. It has,
Mm,
Megan. Megan, I can't. I am so green because of my mental state, my physical state. I can't get over my. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris, to hear that. My physical state. I can't seem to get rid of this cold or sinus shit stuff that I've got going on. Uh,
mm.
but anyway, it's all good. Jess, how are you?
I am green. Look at that. I'm
Great.
answering it correctly instead of saying something like I'm good, I'm whatever. I'm green, which is a little surprising because I've flipped time zones so much in the last month. I really dragged through London and Barcelona a couple of weeks ago. This week I locked into Paris perfectly, which was good. And maybe it was the energy of the event. I'm not sure. But
I
I'm happy
did see
to be
some
home.
pictures. I did
Yeah.
see some pictures of you in Paris.
Did it look good? Did I do a good job?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it did look good. I was in Mexico City last night, which is crazy. Got landed at about 2 a.m. this morning in the
Oh my
Minneapolis
gosh.
airport, which is there's not much going on at the Minneapolis airport at 2 a.m. But Mexico City is just so, I've said this before, it
Yes.
is so cool, yet crazy, yet exciting, yet lovable. I don't even
Yeah.
know. Lovable is the word I'm just going to use. Lovable. Because the people there are just simply amazing.
Mm,
Um, everyone's happy. I mean, I'm sure not everyone's happy. People go through stuff as humans, but I just love it there.
that's so cool. I'm glad you got to be there.
Yeah, I really am too.
I saw pictures of you too. Those are amazing pictures. The
Oh, did you see
photographer.
those pictures?
Oh my gosh, it made me smile so big. If the story is still alive, go look at Jason's Instagram story or on LinkedIn. Those were such great pictures of you.
Yeah, you guys, just really quickly, Mexico City, they really kind of everything's like a big party. So when I got there to the event, it was a big room for about 2,500 people. Uh,
You look sharp.
oh,
Wow.
do you believe that? Well, so yesterday, you guys, I actually used I mean, not, this is so geeky. They're right here. Um, so
Yeah, I was wondering if those were your meta
those
glasses.
were the meta glasses, and I actually had to sign something. Uh, I had to sign something before I went on stage, and
Oh,
I thought it was
really?
in Spanish, and of course I
Wow.
don't know Spanish. So I took a picture of it with my glasses and said, "Tell me what this says in Spanish." And as someone who speaks English that doesn't live in Mexico City, is there anything here I should be worried about? And oh, Daniela, yes. And so it gave me everything I needed. It was amazing.
Wow.
So yeah, and then I just kept them on stage because I actually recorded a video of me doing green, yellow, red with the whole audience, with the 2,500 people, which was cool.
That is so cool.
And then you know what the other thing, Jess?
Hmm.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's do this. So, wow, this is so fun when we just get to play. And
Mhm.
then people probably get so sick of the playing, and we get off track. But maybe I can teach someone a new tool today, for lack of a better way to say it. So everything in Mexico, everything at this conference had a theme of music, which I really didn't know it had
Oh,
a theme of music, but it had a theme of music, which, and when I say it had a theme of music, when I got there on the stage was everything from a uh, a drum set to a piano, to basically a tambourine, and I had no idea what to do because I had no music
wow.
in my presentation. So in the presentation, and once again, hopefully I can teach you guys something. If you already know it, probably it's all. But I actually decided to do a live song. So because we're all together, each of you pick one word to go into a song and type it in the chat. Make it funny. And I'm going to take the first four words: dog, pumpkin, tacos, burp.
And
Dog, pumpkin, taco, burp. And we're going to make a song that is guitar, Mexican, and disco.
oh my goodness.
So I'm going to go in and create a song. And notice over here, we've got my song being created: dog, pumpkin, taco, and burp. Now, remember, I'm at 2,500 people. I asked three people to pick words. The songs they picked were happy, amazing, and game. And we made a Mexican rock song. And now think about this with music on full blast.
We can't hear it yet. Are we supposed to be hearing it through people?
Dog pumpkin taco burr. 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 Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Dog pumpkin taco burr. Dog pumpkin taco burr.
Okay,
Dog pumpkin
now
taco
we're just going
burr.
to add some heavy metal. This is what we did yesterday.
God.
And I had everyone stand up with their flashlights on. Okay, enough of that.
Oh my.
So that was my keynote yesterday. Um, Just because
Wow.
I did it. I literally did it in about 30 seconds.
You
But
did it! Chris is green.
good. So yeah. So anyway, I like literally didn't know what to do because everyone else brought bands
Oh my God.
and it was just me with my dumb laptop. So I'm like, but I mean, they told me it was the best part, so I was happy.
Oh, I love that.
Anyway, if you
Crying and coughing.
if you've never played with that Suno app, I highly recommend you guys give it a try. Like you can have a lot of fun with it with your own name, things like that. And I'm not saying, please, no one say it's replacing music. I'm not saying it's replacing. I'm not saying it's replacing bands or anything like that. I'm just saying it was fun.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
How
Love
did we
it.
get on that topic, Jess?
I don't know. You were talking about how much you love, oh, the meta glasses and the,
Oh yes,
yeah,
so anyway,
rabbit holes.
I'm green and yellow. I'm green and yellow.
I love it.
Wow. Sorry. There we
And
go.
we
That was a
turned
big
people
distraction.
green.
Okay, how about one big thing? Let's move on to the one big thing. We're late today. One big thing. The burp added a lot to it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Um, um, what's one big thing this week? I'm going to share with you guys one big thing that's really, really important to me. And it just has to deal with my son, Alex, who's 18. It's a senior playing football. He was out for the last 3 weeks with a concussion. He played a game last Friday, excuse me, this Tuesday, earlier this week on Tuesday night. Um, they were down 30-16 with 6 minutes left in the game. And they came back to win 34-30 to move on to the next round. And it was the last game he'll ever play, or the last game that he and my other son will ever play on that field.
Oh,
As now they're in the playoffs and moving on. So a lot of tears, a lot of excitement, but I just blessed uh, to have two amazing boys, and most of all, blessed that they've had the life that they have to experience what they've experienced so far in life. So, anyway,
mm.
I just wanted to share that because it definitely is my one big thing that's probably going to last a long time.
Oh, I love that.
Both boys on the same football field, experiencing that is a blessing.
For sure. And they move on. That's fun.
Yes, for sure. Well, yeah, they're going to move on and they'll probably lose, but that doesn't matter because
Yeah.
guess what? It was amazing.
Yeah, he had the experience. Very
How
cool.
about you, Jess?
My one big thing, I got to attend a really cool dinner this week, which was amazing. Not the one big thing. And just like I got to meet John at AI World in Las Vegas last week, I got to meet somebody came up to me at the end of the dinner and said, Jess, like she knew me. She might be listening right now. She said, I'm a lurker. And I knew immediately what she was talking about. She said, I've been watching you and Jason for years, and I have to tell you, I have learned so, so much, and I put it to use every single day in my job. I'm better at my
Oh,
job because I listen to you guys on Fridays. I'm a lurker. I never introduce myself. Uh, and she wanted to say hello. So, Bridget, if you're watching, although you might still be coming home from Paris and catching up on the week, thank you for being a part of our community. I love it when people come up to us when we're out and about, Jason, and say that they've been with us all this time. So that's always really, really special.
that is so cool. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, when you do hear those things, it's amazing. So I'm really glad that you shared that. Okay, someone just texted me, show the picture. I will show the picture.
Yes, I
Uh,
know the one, I think, of Alex. Oh, look at that.
yes, there's my kid. There's my kid tag. I don't it says Alex Averbook tackles Gavin Thomas. It looks to me like Gavin Thomas is tackling Alex. Alex is in the blue. Gavin Thomas is in the white, but it looks to me like Gavin's tackling Alex. But anyway, yes. Anyway, it kind of a cool moment to have him in the paper and stuff like that. So anyway, all good.
Zach, do you want to share your one big thing or do you want to wait?
I'm waiting to see that. I haven't seen cleared the paper piles in my office and found my desk. Nothing. Oh, we didn't get many other one big things. I don't like
I
us
know
talking.
Zach texted his. He's holding his off. We'll get
Oh, he
his.
wants to come on video?
I don't know. We
Oh,
can share. Oh, come on, Zach, let's do it.
oh
We
my
love.
God. I don't know if this is gonna be a test of me because I don't even know if we have our
I know JC got tied up, so she said, are you guys cool? Now we might need her.
oh, here we go. I think I can do this. If I do this, we're really all over the board today, aren't we?
That's okay. This is community. We're just catching up.
Sorry, I had to have some walk-on music I had to have some walk-on music for you, Zach.
That's awesome. Thanks. It is way more exciting than what happened last night on national television, for me anyway.
For the Vikings, you mean?
Yeah, so pretty exciting news. I don't know if you have the picture that you can send into the platform to share, or you want to hold it up, but so this little thing that I have going on, this little coffee company, TJ Hawkinson and I will be on a cover of a couple different magazines locally over the next few weeks, and we've been working together pretty uh, diligently to start to. We're playing paper rock scissors there, by the way, and I lost.
Oh my gosh.
And we're really excited about what we're doing to help raise money to give back to the first responder and veteran community. And he's equally, I don't know if he's more passionate or equally as passionate about what we're doing. But it's a lot of fun, and he's a great human being. And yeah, pretty excited. I just got those photos this week from a shoot we did when they were on the bye week. So pretty big fun thing.
That is
Awesome.
so cool. TJ, of course, being part of the Minnesota Vikings organization. We'll forget that loss last night.
You know, he's a big animal, and we're just waiting for him to break free and get the chance to really dominate out on the field. But he's doing some great things behind the scenes for the local community and for veterans and first responders with me.
So cool, Zach. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, you bet. And I'm even representing at Cube Life right now for my day job.
As we
Look at
do, as we
look at
do.
the swag, dude.
I know.
Like the shirt, the mug, or the glass there. You're
Yep.
set.
Yeah, dude, you got to represent.
Yeah, for sure. I
All right,
love
thanks.
it, Zach.
Thanks for letting me
Thank
hop
you.
on. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your support.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming on.
Yeah, you bet.
So cool.
Oh no.
What? Now, what have you done?
I removed him, and then it said, "Do you want to report him to Zoom?" I think I hope I didn't just ban him forever. Anyway, user error, I guess. So tell me about. We didn't get a lot of one big things. So you guys, if you can put some one big things in, that would be great. Jess, tell me about Paris.
So
I
I
mean,
was there.
your LinkedIn, sorry to interrupt. Your
Yeah.
LinkedIn post that
Um,
was interesting this morning.
oh,
Oh my God. I completely forgot. I was going to do this earlier and I completely forgot. Yes, the Blue Jays are in the World Series. Congratulations, Toronto. And I am a big fan, A. And B, I hope they win because even though I was a Dodgers fan for a long time, I don't like to see the money team win. I'd love to see the Blue Jays win this.
I
So,
like your dog.
yes, go JC and the Blue Jays.
World Series is a fun time of year. My dad always loved, he said October baseball is the best time of the year. And he was like you. He never he appreciated the Yankees, but he always went for the underdog. So that's my post from this morning. I was in Paris for Unleash World. Um, the World Conference has been in Paris for a number of years now, all of them, I think, since the pandemic. And then, of course, they do their Americas Conference in Las Vegas. I saw a couple of posts making the comment that this year felt particularly well done and the energy was different. I know we always say this kind of stuff about conferences because we come off of the high and the momentum and stuff. I would agree. I don't know exactly how they leveled up that show, but they did. And or the energy that everybody brought to it was a little bit different, and not different in the over the top, razzle dazzle, look at all the sizzly stuff, headliney sort of way. It felt like the conversations were a little bit more grounded, which is good. I've found myself starting to say we're in our practical era. I think we're backing off a little bit of the bright shiny object syndrome, the AI hype, and we're getting into sort of really basic fundamental rebuilding conversations, which is amazing. And the post I wrote this morning was commenting on the other part I'm noticing, which is we're all saying human a lot, almost like we need to remind ourselves we're still here and we're still kind of in charge, we think. So I was really excited for Scott Galloway's keynote. I listen to Scott Galloway and Kara Swisher on their Pivot podcast every week. It's usually while I'm driving or working out or whatever. I do miss episodes, but I definitely listen to them at least a couple of times a week, just trying to catch up. And so I'm used to how Scott talks about AI and tech and the future of work. He talks about the loneliness epidemic. He talks about young men and masculinity. So I kind of knew what to expect from his keynote. If you've never heard Scott Galloway before, you were probably surprised. He's quite provocative, but he's super smart, and shares a lot about where investment is going and how countries are doing and what we should be worried about. So for those of us who got to hear him live, it was fun and it was exciting. I don't think anybody expected him to get as emotional as he did. He was really choked up at the end because he talked about his fear for young men, his fear for people, and his great concern about loneliness and synthetic relationships and the impact of everything on everyone. So I tried to capture that. I recorded his keynote. Um, that's my own version of an AI note taker when I'm in a live keynote like that. And so I went back and tried to capture it as well as I could. So you're welcome to read. He was very he was a father in that moment. I think that's why he got so caught up in the moment. He wasn't a technologist and an investor and an NYU professor. He was a dad, talking about young men and the future of things. So it was interesting. I was glad I was there. I was like literal like fangirl front row, watching the whole thing. It was he did a nice job.
Yeah, that's great. Scott is he's one of those guys that it's kind of interesting if you'd well, for some of you that are aware of this, we do a lot of work with one of Scott's companies called
Yep.
Section School. And some of you have taken, I know some of you on here just by looking at the names have taken courses with Section School. So we actually have a good partnership with Section, as well as Greg Shove, who's the CEO of Section. He and I just had a call last week. But I think that the thing that's so interesting about that topic is that, and one of the things I love about Mark Coleman and the entire Unleash team is that they do bring speakers there. Another speaker, Rachel Botsman,
Mhm.
one of my favorites of all time, talking about truth.
Mm.
I hope I got that name right. For whatever reason, it's struggling in my head. But is that her name? Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
I better look. Rachel is an amazing speaker that talks about truth. Scott Galloway, amazing speaker that talks about, as you said, life. And I like the balance. I think that actually makes the conference. I think that's one of the things that brings the energy, Jess,
Mm-hmm.
is that there's that combination of all the vendor stuff going on. Nothing against vendors, but it's small potatoes compared to life.
Mm.
And I think that the combination of the two adds a lot to the event. So yeah,
Yeah,
and just I think that there are people that don't necessarily agree with everything that Scott says,
for sure.
which is fine, and I like that,
Mm-hmm.
and he likes that. So
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you got to see him. Um, the other thing that I wanted to Oh, good. I'm glad you signed up for your section session. That's
good.
awesome. Jessica, we're going to be doing a lot more with them going forward as well. They have a great tool called Prof AI, um, that just is really impactful in helping people learn not the how, but the why of AI and how to embed it into your daily life. So stay tuned for some more stuff around that. Um, just the concept of loneliness. Like, I mean, it's so fascinating in this AI world that that AI is the accelerant that's kind of pushing this conversation to the forefront, right? I mean, some of you
Mm.
saw
Yeah.
the chat GPTs and having having explicit conversations with chat GPT and opening up if you're validate your age. There I forgot there was some stat that said 1 in 5 people have had a relationship with an
Mhm.
AI bot,
Yeah.
which sounds crazy to me, but nothing against it. It just sounds crazy to me. I just think that this concept of loneliness is so important. I had I know we were going to talk a little about my work at you know in at College of Charleston, which I've missed for the last 3 weeks because of traveling. Excited to be there back again this week. But I had a conversation with a student who was telling me how lonely they were. I was like, how can you be lonely? Like in with all of these people, and they're like, they're just bodies. No one asks you how they're doing. No one asks you how you're feeling. Like we're just taking up space, and it doesn't feel like we're even at school for a reason. Uh,
Mm.
as the value of degrees has changed and the hiring has changed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I do think, John, like you said, there is a lot of people there. Excuse me, there is a lot of people. Maybe I should take a class. There are a lot of people who are just looking at their phones, and living their life that way. So uh, I do think that loneliness is a really interesting topic. And I think that it also comes back to a work discussion around culture.
Mm.
I think that there's the concept of culture, engagement, change. I think all of that stuff together is really leaving a gap, leaving a chasm when it comes to more AI bots showing up. Speaking of lonely, but it leaving a chasm when it comes to the feeling of connection. And
Yeah.
some of you that have seen me speak or Jess speak lately, sometimes we use a slide that says connected versus connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got a note last night while I was on the plane from someone who took a picture of my slide in Mexico City and said, you really should change actually, they wrote it to me in Spanish and I can't read Spanish, so I had to translate. They actually said you should change the verses to and.
Mm.
And I was like, you know what? You're exactly right. Like it's
Yeah.
not connected versus connection, it's connected and connection. and leave it to these beautiful people in Mexico City to say that. But I really, really, yeah, anyway, I'm riffing. I'm talking a lot, but Scott's topic about loneliness is important. And I think that in 2026, as we go through more change than I think we're ever going to experience in our lives, it's
Mhm.
going to get worse. So I think it's important to be front and center with that, and leaders have to show up ready to address it.
Aman's comment is spot on. I've shared this before on here, and I'll share it again. The number one use case for ChatGPT last year was writing and summarization, draft an email, summarize my meeting notes. The number one use case this year for ChatGPT is therapy, coaching. It's what Aman just typed. It's not just research this, write this, what's a better word for this? It's what should I think about this? Tell me what to do, help me navigate this situation. So call it therapy, like mental health therapy, or just call it coaching. Like I have a conversation with my manager next. What should I say? What should I do? People are leaning into it differently than before, which is cool potentially. I think there's an edge there that has some value. And it's scary as well because can we trust it? And to the other point earlier, I think Michelle made, if we're divulging a lot of information about ourselves, including medical information, perhaps, or diagnoses or whatever, like this is not protected information. There is no confidentiality in these conversations as you would have if you went to a practitioner, for example. So I think it's an interesting slippery slope we find ourselves on. Um, and I am concerned, as Scott Galloway and many other thinkers on this subject are, that it's not just a slippery slope, the line becomes invisible really, really fast. Understanding that you're talking to something synthetic versus navigating a real, complex, human, messy conversation. If you were about to have a conversation with your manager, and your manager is going to ask you, how do you think things are going? What's hard for you right now? How can I help you? If you're only using AI to have that conversation, or worse, if your manager is also using AI to have that conversation with you, what's the literal point of having two bots in a conversation with each other? What are both of you humans actually getting? Like, what's the literal point if humans aren't navigating a human conversation together? I'm not saying there isn't support to be had on both sides, especially if you have accessibility needs, if one of you is neurodivergent and this helps close any communication gaps. I'm not saying that those use cases are not there. I think the point is, will we remember how to do hard things, how to navigate tricky conversations, how to be honest and think about things in a complex way, and go through the mental process of what to reveal, and is that helpful, and how do I process that information I just received? If we only let machines do that for us, I don't know what happens to the Play-Doh up here.
Yeah, I don't, and that's one of the things, and I don't, I don't want to, I don't, I mean, we could talk about this forever, and it's probably not, we should probably get onto other things, but there's no one that actually thinks that even the people that are creating uh, empathy bots or chat bots or coaching bots, none of those people are saying we should replace people. Like, I mean, maybe in their marketing, but it's up to us to figure out how we embed these things into our lives and figure out what we trust and what we don't trust, because it's not gonna happen just by naturally. And that's like you said, that's the danger of it, Jess,
Yeah.
is people just trusting, quote unquote, tools. um it's never should have happened. It's happening in how people make job hiring decisions way too often, in
Right.
my personal opinion. Um,
Yeah.
so it's anyway, I just think there's a whole lot there that we as humans are going to have to figure out. How do we work together with these machines instead of trusting them to do our jobs or replace our thinking.
Yeah.
And as John just said, it can't replace. I mean, but that's not the machine. I mean, this is where I struggle with humanity. It's not the machine's job to get us to call someone once in a while.
Right.
I mean, we as humans still have to be humans. Like, we have to have agency as humans to still, like, oh yeah, wouldn't it be nice to call someone once in a while? Or wouldn't it be nice to go ask someone to have a coffee once in a while? The machines, that's not the machine's job to take that over for us. Like, we don't just hand off humanity to a machine. And that scares
Right.
me that people are thinking that way.
Well, remember that the technology or the makers of the technology make their money off of our addiction, off of our usage, our adoption, our literal addiction. So we designed it that way, and now we wonder what's happening.
Yeah. One of the things I think Bob just brought up this concept of responsible AI readiness.
Mm,
Um, and I love the fact that you use that term, but I don't think responsible is understood uh, as much as it needs to be. I like the R, capital R, at least the way you put it there,
mhm.
because I think that means it's bigger than just saying, "Is it safe? Is my data secure?" Responsible meaning, am I responsible enough to actually have this very, very powerful tool that I could use in a good way, or I could use it in a nefarious way.
Yeah, and I've been saying for a while, I can't wait for more people to start demanding this. We need to measure human impact just like we measure carbon footprint and, just like any other ESG uh, measurement to say, are we good corporate citizens? Are we having responsible ethical impact on people and the planet? We need to add human impact as a result of AI use as one of those measurements. Are we doing harm or are we helping? And not just from a job creation and job impact perspective, but from a well-being, mental health. Are we helping humanity? Are we erasing our ability to earn a living and live good lives and make food? And we have to be thinking that way. And I think that goes into not just the ethics of AI, but responsible use of AI.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that next Friday we should have a Halloween party?
Yes.
I was just thinking, sorry to change the subject, but I was thinking about how can we add some humanity and cool stuff to this because we can't all be together. But I was like, maybe we should do a Halloween party.
My favorite, we've done this
But
before.
could we everyone do a Halloween? Would you could we just get some hands of people that might participate in a Halloween party, even if you just put on a cat mask or something like that, or something, and we'll get people to turn on their video. Because I think it would be a ton of fun.
That's right. It hasn't been the last time our meetup fell on literal Halloween. We did this and we had a
Yes.
bunch of people come on camera. We were Johnny Carson and what was his sidekick's name again? I was the sidekick. What was his name again? Ed
McMahon.
McMahon. I had the suit coat and oh my gosh. And you had what was I'm at a loss for words. What was his character?
Yes. The magnificent or something. That was, yeah, Karnak.
Yes.
Thank you, Bob.
Oh
Karnak.
my God. That might be our best costume we've ever done.
Yeah. So I do think we have to have a Halloween party next week.
Oh, I'm on it. With all the Amazon packages on my front stoop right now, I'll be whatever my kids have just ordered.
Yeah. Sorry to change the subject, but I was thinking about
Oh, that's perfect. No, that's good. Now everybody knows to be ready.
the humanity part. Hey, the other thing we wanted to talk about real quick was just some of the learnings from this class I'm teaching.
Yes, I would
Uh,
love to know.
did you have any questions specifically? Because I think unfortunately last time that you were going to attend, you were not able to. Now you're
Yeah,
going to be able to, which is great.
I know. I'm actually able to line up a couple of dates in the next month, which is
Did you see
awesome.
Jesse? She said, let's put the pumpkin in dog taco pumpkin burp.
I love it. We'll write our own Halloween music. I do have a question. I'm going to borrow a question from this week. So, one of the cool things I did in Paris this week was go to a dinner hosted by Mentimeter. Most of
What is
you,
that? What is Holly's? Now I know why College of Charleston tuition is so expensive. What does that mean? What did I miss?
I don't know. Maybe she'll tell us.
Yeah, sorry.
So I did a dinner hosted by Mentimeter, whose whole like value and purpose is driving curiosity. It's not just their marketing tagline; it's sort of like their value prop behind why they do what they do. And so they have something called Curiosity Club, and they host dinners.
Holly, Holly, just for what it's worth, I would never take money.
Jason would work for a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, I would never take money
Right.
to teach college.
Especially for that demographic.
Yes, exactly.
You know how you love engaging with young people. Yes, Holly, we know. So these Curiosity Club dinners are like these invites. They're not like exclusive like that, but they're sort of invite, small, intimate dinners they host in cities they go around to. And it's Curiosity Club for a reason. They try to get off of the work talk and the shop talk and who are you, what do you do sort
I
of
like
thing.
that.
And they drive like they immediately that Jason, from having sort of a lot of facilitation experience, it's an art to be a really, really good facilitator. So to immediately within the first 5 minutes crack open a room like that in a really special way that immediately signals safety, intimacy. We're going to have real conversation. We're about to be humans together. Like from the facilitator standpoint, I know what that takes to set that kind of tone right out of the gates. So it was a really special dinner, and I like the question that we started with, and it was very intentional because everything is all AI, and what can AI do? And look at how well my AI knows me, and look what I'm learning from AI. So they really wanted to sort of like veer away from that. And the question was, what have you learned about yourself through others? Not through tools and technology, but what have you learned about yourself this year through others? And it immediately put everybody in like this mind space where they were thinking about relationships with others and what those reflect back to us and what have we learned. And so that's why when I pinged you earlier, I thought of your class. When you think about people you interact with that might not be your normal day to day, I was wondering if you've learned anything about yourself by engaging with this class and what you think they might be learning, because I know the point of the class is sort of exposing them to the world that's awaiting them. Is that, does that question make sense?
It does. It's really good. It's a really, really, really good question. So what I've learned about myself up from that class is that this is going to be uh, ah
Yeah.
see, that's what it's
See?
meant to, that
See how
see
good that question is? It immediately puts you in a way.
that's what it's meant to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that I have an addiction problem to making people better.
Mm.
I don't know if that makes any sense. I
Yeah.
didn't really phrase it very well, but uh literally, there's nothing in my life that makes me feel better than that. And it's one of those things that's come out like in spades for me where I'm like, okay, why am I getting on a plane? Why am I going to do this? Why am I spending the night alone in a hotel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, when I leave that class, just like when I left I should know this, just like when I left the speech yesterday, like there's an addiction to saying maybe I impacted one person. And even grading the papers. which I hate the tool we use. It's on my other laptop here because I have to have another laptop to do it. So it's right up here. It is like rewarding. It's not just being in person doing it. It's great. It's reading their brains, and it's understanding how a few pieces of feedback can help and things like that. So, yeah, that's what I've learned about myself so clearly through this effort. And I have this dying desire to scale it more. Like I want to help more. I want to do it more, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of deeper than what
That's what happened to all of us in the room, I swear. Like we all just sort of like, and then you realize as people are sharing that you're sort of, you have an important role because you're witnessing others. And you're not just sharing something precious, perhaps.
Yeah, could you ask the question again?
What have you learned about yourself through others?
I think it's really important that I mean, I wanted you to do that because I want other people to think about it. It's a great question to ask.
Yeah.
And because there's a part of you that feels narcissistic answering the question in a
Mm-hmm.
weird kind of way. But then so another part of you that it's really important to be reflective
Yeah.
uh, in that moment as well.
Well, I don't think we often like observe ourselves through other people's eyes or take the time to think about that. My whole world lately, well, always is my kids, but lately everybody knows I've been buckled into Ainsley's mental health journey. I'm on the roller coaster she's on, and I thought about that question in relationship to that journey. And I realized, and I had never had this realization before the question was posed that way. I realized that I have this really deep identity as a mom. Everybody knows that about me, probably. But I think of my identity as a mom in a very precious sort of way. I'm their precious mom, they're my precious children. We have a very special relationship. But this particular leg of the journey I'm on with Ainsley has caused me to be a different sort of mom. I can't care right now if she resents me, if she doesn't like this, if she hates me for 5 seconds when we've got the whole lifetime ahead of us for her to not hate me again at some point. It's more than tough love. It's sort of, I have to do this for her,
Mhm.
even if she digs her heels in. So I've had to sort of give up the precious mom-daughter relationship and sort of pick up a different sort of title for her
Yeah,
right now.
I love that you said that. That have to is and it's not like I mean, it may be different than you want to be at the moment, but that have to, or that unfortunately sometimes crises get us to that point of realization, uh,
Yeah.
which I think is, yeah,
Like I miss her right now.
yep,
I miss her. We're not in uh we're in a place of trust and safety, but we're not in a place of uh mom daughter intimacy and giggling and share, like we're where we need to be, and I miss her, but it's okay, we'll be there again.
yeah, for sure. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, and yours. I could have guessed
Um,
that about you.
so you guys, really quickly, because we're gonna end this on time today,
Yeah,
uh, so we don't.
he really wants to have coffee with me.
No, first of all, I did put my cell phone number in the chat. And I did it on purpose because if anyone's going to be at the Gartner
That's
HR
right.
conference, Sunday night or Monday night or Tuesday night, please text me. We have dinners Monday night and Tuesday night, and I'd love to invite you guys if you're going to be there. So if you don't have an invite, or if you don't already have something to do those nights in Orlando, text me. That would be great to see people. Um, and then Jess, I think you're going to be in Charleston on Wednesday, which will be really cool.
Yes. Yes, I'm excited. And look at that, Jason. The note taker apps do have a purpose. They've already reminded us we have an action item.
Oh, good.
Organize
Yes, and
our
then we have the
party.
Halloween party. Exactly. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Maybe we can play us out with a little of our creation. And I hope everyone has a good weekend and see you next week for the Halloween party.
Yes.